Hey folks, I'm Michael and welcome back to the channel. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for your daily dose of awful stories. Let's dive into the first post made in the relationship advice subreddit titled, "My brother's widowed fiance's dead husband is not dead. For as long as I can remember, my brother has been the golden boy and I have been the screw-up. I was obviously an accident. I had some difficulties in school, and by the time I came along, my parents were peaking in their careers and too busy for me, and my brother was too old to hang out with me. About 2 years ago, Golden Boy introduced us to his girlfriend, Sarah, not her real name. She is beautiful and tall and tragic, exactly my brother's type. Sarah said she was previously married, but her husband suddenly died from a rare heart condition. Basically, he dropped dead at around 28 or 29. In the aftermath, she left her home state, went no contact with her family and old friends. My brother says they were harmful during her grief journey, moved across the country, and reinvented herself. This was about 4 years ago. Immediately, I did not like her. She seemed fake. It was just a vibe thing I couldn't really explain. But also, it did not matter. My parents loved Sarah. From the moment they met her, they started including her in family vacations, birthday dinners, and within a few months, my mom was saying things like, "I think she's the one for your brother." Sarah has no social media. She has a very unusual last name, and over the past 2 years, I have Googled her from time to time. Some recent stuff comes up, mainly related to her job, but nothing from before her move and nothing about her husband. Absolutely nothing. And she's cagey and weird about him. If you ask anything about what he was like or even his name, she gets teary and then Goldie jumps in. They got engaged a few months ago, so every conversation right now is about wedding planning. Sarah has very few friends, none from her past life, so I'm in the bridal party with some of their mutual friends. We went bridesmaid dress shopping a few weeks ago, and when I went to send her payment for my dress, I thought, I wonder how far back this goes. Pretty far actually, mostly payments between her and my brother and some to a hairstylist or nail artist. But then I saw one payment from a guy that looked like it was for living expenses. When I googled him, I found his Instagram, and on his Instagram I found a wedding photo from 2017. In that photo, he was the groom and Sarah was the bride. And that man is still alive. Very alive. He posted 3 days ago. He is remarried with kids. Once I found his account, I found her siblings, her old maiden name, and her entire old life, so I do not know what to do. Part of me thinks maybe the relationship ended badly, and that is why she goes around saying he is dead. Part of me wonders if she is in witness protection, though she's in trouble if she is, because I eventually found her. Part of me wonders whether I need to tell my brother. I took screenshots of everything, so I have proof. I just do not know whether I should sit on it or tell someone. Judas said, "This would be coming from an anonymous email or something if it were me, because I do think your brother should know, but it doesn't sound like the two of you are close enough for him to just believe you. Plus, do you really want to be caught up in this potential mess? It could be something or it could be nothing, but it will probably be a bit messy." Davy Jones said, "I am going to plant the seed and say that your brother might already know all this. This could just be her story to extended family and in-laws so she can move past an abusive relationship. She might have told your brother the truth from the very start, and they simply do not want to dig old skeletons out of the closet. Not to be mean, but why does it matter to you? Your brother is happy and his fiance's ex is out of the picture, dead or not. Do you really think stirring up this drama is worth risking your relationship with your brother and his wife? It already sounds like you have a strained relationship. Is this not just a way of trying to get revenge on him for being the so-called golden child? If you expose her and it turns out to be some tragic situation such as abuse, a restraining order, or legal issues that she did not want your family involved in, you are going to end up looking like the malicious sibling who did vengeful research to expose her. I am not saying that is definitely the case, but I just want to put that out there before you risk ruining your family relationships. The second story for today was made in the AITA subreddit. The post is titled, "AITA for not wanting to provide a whole Christmas for my sister's kids. I am a 37-year-old woman and have 2 children, a 5-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl. Their Christmas gifts are already bought and paid for, so their holiday is settled. My sister, who is 35, has 2 children of her own, a 2-year-old boy and a 4-year-old boy. My sister's husband died in September, and the grief has absolutely destroyed her. It has prevented her from celebrating holidays with her kids. I have been very supportive and have been there for her and her children. I took her kids trick-or-treating with mine when she was going through a particularly hard wave of grief and felt unable to do it herself. I have also taken her kids to my house for the weekend when she needed a break. I have never invalidated her grief. We know Christmas this year is going to be extremely difficult for her and her kids. My whole family and I made sure her children had plenty of gifts because my sister felt like she could not go Christmas shopping without breaking down. I am in a bit of a tough spot myself as I recently got into a minor car accident, nobody was hurt, and need to pay for the repairs, while my husband and I both live paycheck to paycheck. Recently, my sister called me and told me she did not feel like her kids had enough gifts. I told her that I was sorry she felt that way, that I tried my best, and that I did not have much money to spare since my income is going toward fixing the car and covering groceries and other necessities. I also told her she could order more gifts online and have them delivered after Christmas if going shopping in person was too hard, but she insisted that she wanted her kids to open everything on Christmas Day. I got a bit upset at that, because I have truly done everything I could given my situation. My parents have also stepped in to buy her and the kids gifts. I understand that grief can make people act irrationally, but I cannot help feeling frustrated by how she is treating my efforts to help. So, am I the one in the wrong here? I think it's completely fair to be annoyed that she's asking for more gifts, but I also think she deserves some grace right now. No amount of presents will bring their dad back, but she's probably clinging to the idea of more as a distraction from what she's really feeling. OP is not the bad one here. She sounds like a caring sister who's already doing her best. Support doesn't always look like giving things. Sometimes it's just showing up and being patient through the messy parts. I wonder if OP's sister is getting professional help here, and if not, that's definitely the right move. This third and final story was made in the True Off My Chest subreddit. The post is titled, "My girlfriend slept with her celebrity crush. I am still in shock. I am heartbroken. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 4 years and we live together. During that time, she has been obsessed with a very minor YouTube musician. He has a few videos with a couple of million views and a small following. Throughout our entire relationship, she has always claimed that he was her exception. I always assumed it was a joke and I would fire right back with my celebrity crush. Well, he went on tour and played in a city near us at a small venue. She went with a co-worker to see him. After the concert, she did not come home that night or answer my texts. I assumed she slept over at her co-worker's place since she lives closer to the venue. She came home the next morning and did not talk much about the concert. I asked questions and got vague answers, which was odd, but I assumed she was tired. Later that day, she broke the news to me. It was surreal. She said it with a smile on her face as though I was supposed to be happy or excited for her. I am heartbroken. I was yelling and we were both crying. She said she didn't know how I would react, but she didn't think it would be this extreme. She said I always knew he was her exception. I did not think she was serious. I am currently staying in a motel and I do not know what to do. I love her so much, but I cannot think about her without thinking about what she did. She has tainted my memory of her. I cannot help but think that she clearly does not love me unconditionally as she claims she does, because this is not love. Clearly, I am not the one she is obsessed with, even though she is the one I've always been obsessed with. If I am not enough for her, then I do not know if I ever will be, and it seems clear that I am not enough for her. I am lost. I am hurt. I am alone. Edit. I just wanted to thank everybody so much for the support. This blew up in a way I never imagined, and the kindness that poured in has been unbelievable. I am still hurt and heartbroken, and I do not know if anything will heal this, but I was never expecting this amount of support. Thank you to everyone. Bodie Boat said, "This is such a thin definition of celebrity. It feels like your girlfriend picked someone she could actually and ultimately did sleep with when most people's hall pass is someone like Ryan Gosling or Megan Fox." Jeremy said, "I had a female friend whose crush was Christopher Ingle from Never Shout Never. He came to Columbus, Ohio once where she luckily got to meet him. He brought her up on stage and even asked her to go back to his hotel with him. I was honestly in awe. She is a cute, bubbly, free-spirited girl with beautiful blue hair, so it really doesn't surprise me that she caught his attention. She declined him. She was engaged at the time and I admired the hell out of her for it. More people need to understand that just because someone is famous, it does not mean that if by some miracle you get the chance to sleep with them, it would be okay. Sorry, OP, you need to break up with her. Edit. Some of you are way too hung up on the most insignificant part of my comment, where I said I was proud of my friend for not going with him that night. Yes, not cheating should be the norm, but that does not mean it always is. Being a good person should be the norm too, but am I not allowed to praise someone for showing basic human decency? I will encourage any good decision or behavior. End of story.